no. Randall's like, hey. As soon as he said that, Deja jumps back like, trying to protect herself. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life of Poetry. This is us recap and review season 2, episode 3, Deja Vu. I am Poetry. Thank you for stopping by. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the video if you like what you hear. Subscribe to the channel if you like what you see and you want to see more. And hit the notification bell so that way you'll be notified when these videos come out. Whew, sounds like I'm saying a PSA every time I do that. Okay, so it starts off, it's been 3 weeks now since Jack has started his AA meetings, and he is telling them that he is finding it very hard, very difficult to talk to Becca. He told her that he wanted to be able to communicate with her more, let her know what's going on, and he just finding it so hard to do. So young Randall is up on the internet searching for his birth parents. And he sends out some letters, and he gets one back from a lady. I think it's a lady from the handwriting that says, "Oh my God, I'm so glad you found me. Can you meet me in Tinsley Park tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. I think that's what it said, or Friday morning." Older Randall, is up making bolognese. I think that's what they said it was. And he is tripping out because they still have not heard anything from the adoption agent. He's like, it's been 3 weeks. Like, we done crossed all our I's, we done dotted all our T's. What the heck is going on? Why we ain't heard from nobody? And Beth like, it just takes time. It just takes time. So the phone rings. He getting excited. She's like, boy, calm down. And she is steady stalling, trying not to answer this phone. He's like, woman, if you don't answer the doggone phone. She was like, last time it was the Vanity Fair magazine wanted us to renew our subscription. You was tripping. It probably ain't nobody. But it turns out it is the adoption agency. And I thought Beth was about to go to work. Or maybe she was just getting home from work. I'm not sure. But they telling her, well, we finna bring over somebody today. Her name is Deja. Randall was like, oh yeah, get my game face on, get my game face on. He about to lose his mind. Like, Deja's 12 years old. Her mom just got arrested, and she was stripped from another foster home, or she came from another foster home. So yeah, they about to bring her on through, and they bring her file over within a few days after. Kate and Kevin, they are on the set of his movie that Ron Howard wanted him to do, and he's going to be co-starring in the movie with Sylvester Stallone. I was like, oh, ain't that nice? And while he's up here trying to imitate Sylvester Stallone in his Rocky impersonation, he walks up behind him, and he's like, oh shoot, he looks nice. Sylvester looked like he had a lot of work done, but he looks nice. And Kate brings up how she wished Jack was there because Daddy would have loved it because Sylvester Stallone is his favorite person. And Kevin is kind of put off by the conversation. He's like, I don't want to talk about this. The mere mention of his father made him really uneasy. Back in the day, Becca is cooking breakfast, and when Jack comes down, and he's like, I'm gonna skip it today. I got things I gotta do. And it's clear that Becca can feel his distant behavior, and you can tell that Kate is noticing it as well. So, Becca tried to give it a little face like, everything gonna be okay, but yeah, Kate senses something's wrong. When the kids are leaving out for school, Randall was like in a hurry to go run off to do what he got to do. They like, bro, what's going on? He's like, okay, let y'all know, I've been searching for my birth parents, and one lady responded back to me. She said she's my mom. Told me to meet her in the park today. So they like, fine, we're going to all miss school or go to school late. We're going to go together. So they all decided to go to the park to go wait for Randall's mom. And, oh my God, I'm so dumb. This whole time I was like, I wonder if this is going to be his real mama. I keep forgetting that when William gave him up, his mama had already died from a drug overdose. My dumb self. Okay. If you didn't know that, now you know. Randall's mama had already passed away. That's why William had him, and William was on drugs as well, and he didn't know how to handle raising his baby in his condition, and the mom had already OD'd, so that's why he dropped Randall off at the fire station. Okay, anyway, Randall and the fam, they sitting there patiently waiting on Deja to come. The girls are making drawings for them and making drawings for her. They want to make her feel at home, make her feel comfortable. And Randall going through his little list of stuff that he done found online or that he got to check off on some blogs or how you supposed to interact with an adoptive child. So here she come, and Deja walks in. And he trying to make her feel at home, and she is not here for it. She's like, you know what? I just want to go to bed. The social worker's like, okay, well, I'm gonna leave y'all be. I gotta be up out of there. Randall's like, wait a minute, wait. Is that all? That's all it is to it? You just gonna drop her off here? There is clearly something wrong with this little girl. Something is not all right. And the social worker's like, yeah, you're right. Something ain't all right. This little girl just been stripped from her home, and then she's thrust into another home completely filled with strangers. There's nothing right about that. But just be yourself. Try not to force it, you know. Everything will go as planned. Oh, hopefully it will. I mentioned before, like, my aunt took in over 250 foster kids. She ended up adopting a cousin of mine. We found out later in life that she was actually a cousin, but she ended up adopting her. And each child was different. Each child came with their own set of issues. Not necessarily problems, but, you know, concerns, lack of trust, all that stuff. They all came in. And I'm not sure how I got along with all of them. I'm just, y'all know I talk a lot. So maybe I force myself into their lives, into their hearts. I don't know. But anyway, I may as well have been a foster kid too, because I was not living with my mother. I wasn't living with my father. I was staying with my godmother, who, like I said, went around when I was about 7 or 8. Ended up moving in with her daughter, which is my Aunt Barbara. And yeah, I was like the only, and then we was put into a household, as I mentioned before, that I was molested in, and he was molesting a lot of the foster kids. So like that was like one of the hardest things I think for a lot of adoptive children, is that you come from a broken household, and if you are put into another foster care system where the family that you're put into is not protecting you as well, or is just as hellish as the place that you came from, that's like a jack-up situation to be going through. So these kids come with their own set of problems and issues, like I was saying, and like you never know what to expect. Because they feel like a sense of abandonment, they feel unloved, they got like a whirlwind of emotions going around that they shouldn't be feeling as a child, or shouldn't have to deal with as a child. And yeah, I just went off a whole little tangent. Anyway, little Randall goes to the park. He's sitting there and he's waiting. And while he's doing that, Big Kev is in his trailer practicing his lines for the next big scene that's coming up. And Kate is out there talking to Stallone, buddying up with him. She got a little motivational speech about her singing career. And when Kevin comes out there, Stallone is like, he brings up Jack. And Kevin is like, again, he shuts down. Like, you know, he said his death was like a really long time ago. I really ain't got to keep talking about it. Everybody keep talking about how he would be happy to be here. I get it, but we ain't got to keep talking about that. That was a long, long time ago. And Stallone said, you know, it's funny how time works. I mean, you can bring up memories, and they make you feel like it just happened, like just that moment ago. So, like, the good ones, the bad ones, but you never have ones that happened a long time ago. It just don't feel that way, because something that could happen 20 years ago, when you think a good thought, something happened, you feel it like right now, like it just happened. Those memories are never a long time ago. They're just good ones and bad ones, and you just got to decide which one that you're dealing with at that point in time. So, but Kevlin is like grappling with his emotions at this point, and the memories, they flood in his head. Something that he does not want to be dealing with while he on set, because he can't remember his lines. It got to a point that Kevin even couldn't remember the first word, and the word was I. It was just that bad. So Deja, she's in her room, and Beth brings her in a new toothbrush and say, you know, I bought you a new toothbrush. The bathroom's down the hall. So she goes off to brush her teeth. While she's doing that, Beth decides that she wants to put the young lady's things away, put them in the drawers. And she finds this pack of cigarettes. And Tess and Annie in their room, and Randall goes in there with them. And Annie like, can we give her back? She broke. And he was like, no, you can't give it back. Why would you want to do that? She's like, she don't like us. She ain't like my painting, you know. And then all of a sudden, you hear arguing from the other room. So Randall dashes down to the other room, and Beth and Deja are struggling over this pack of cigarettes. Deja's like, give them back. You said this was my room. Get out of my room. Get my stuff back, you bitch. I was like, oh. Randall's like, hey. As soon as he said that, Deja jumps back, like, you know, trying to protect herself. Randall's like, whoa, what just happened? Beth was like, whoa, what just happened? And you could clearly tell that this child was abused and had been beaten. It's like, like Randall's worst fears about taking in a child with issues is like coming to surface. They you know, coming ahead. So young Randall is still sitting there waiting in the park for his potential mother to arrive. And like I said, when I started writing my notes, I forgot that his mama was already passed. So, but the chick walks up and it's a white lady. Randall know good and God doggone well this is not his doggone mama. And homegirl is looking straight strung out though. I mean, she's sitting there like, well, when you responded to the letter, you said that you didn't need any money, so that's not why you was reaching out to us. So since you don't need no money, that must mean that you must have some money. So baby girl was trying to con him out some doggone money. But Randall wasn't stupid. He was pissed off, though, because he got up and just, like, bolted out of there. Jack and Becca, they're on their little spontaneous date, enjoying each other's company. And earlier, Becca was sitting out with Miguel's wife, and she was telling them about how things weren't going too well in a relationship. They basically say good morning to each other and they say goodbye, good night, you know. And I forgot her name. Was it Shelly? Yeah, I think it's Shelly. She was like, look, don't let the romance die in your relationship. That's the beginning to the end. So she gave us some advice, like do like a little sneak attack date on him. She said, because if you don't, this is where you're going to end up. Your kid's going to be hating you. Me and Miguel can testify to it. So Becca decides to surprise him after work. And while they're on their little spontaneous date, they're going back down memory lane a little bit. But Jack seems uncomfortable as ever. So, but Becca tries to start getting intimate. She's like, no, we don't want to eat our burger. We just going to, smooch up with each other. And Jack just cannot get his head wrapped around the whole idea. It's like he's already checked out of the relationship at this point. Well, Beth, she comes back in the room with Randall and she's like, I got everything calmed down. The girls were a bit scared, so they're going to sleep in the room together. But I got the baby monitor out just in case. And Randall's like, what, the baby monitor? He feeling some kind of way. He's like, you didn't pull out the baby monitor when William was here. Beth say I didn't. You don't think I did? Okay. I'm going to let you think that. Back on the movie set, Kevin, of course, is blaming Kate that he's been thrown off his game. He's like, why the heck you got to keep bringing up Daddy? And now that you bringing up Daddy, Sylvester Stallone coming to me talking to him about it. I don't need it right now. And she said, you know what, sorry, but no matter who brings him up, I see you having a problem with it. Kev said, look, I don't need to wallow about his death. And she was like, fine, don't wallow about it then, but at least have a conversation about it. She said, you don't even do that. You don't even want to have a conversation. And Kev like, look, I got work to do. And I got another big scene coming up. And this is not helping right now. You really throwing me off my game. So Kay says, you know what? When I was at camp, I talked to a therapist. And my therapist was telling me, look, you need to face your grief. Kevin, you need to face your grief. It's going to eat you alive. He said, I don't need no therapy. I don't need no doggone camp so I can scream out and shout out about. It's just the end of the story. He lived. He died. It was sad. That was it. So I don't need to walk around and being broken and damaged just because you are. I was like, oh, Kevin, no, you did not say that to your sister. That was so wrong. Take it back. Take it back, Kevin. I cannot believe you said that. But Kate can't believe it either. So she just bounces. She's like, bye. So again, Jack and Becca, they return from their date and, not being able to seal the deal. So Jack tried to apologize to her. He let her know, it's just hard for him to communicate. He said that, back in the day, when life got too rough for him, he just made sure he got away. He got away from everything that was hurting him, all his pain, all his daddy. He got away from all the ugly. And going through this recovery right now, he just has to sit in it. He has to deal with it. He has to cope with it. That's the only way he can fully recover. And he don't know how to deal with this. So it's like he feel like he's on a break at any moment. I swear, whoever writes Jack's lines, they get me almost every time. I didn't cry again, but a little thug tear welled up in my eye, and it almost fell. It was shaking out. I was like, ooh, I held it in though. Whoever writes his character, his character, and Randall's character, they always bring me to like a mushy feeling. Maybe it's the same person, right? They doing a good job. But anyway, Becca tells him, look, you strong. You are the strongest person that I know. And he's like, I don't know. I don't feel that way. She said, I know though. I'm letting you know that I know. And she confirms it again. I know. So Jack says, you know what? I miss this. He goes to get back in the car. She's like, what you doing? He said, I miss talking to you. I miss having conversations with you. And I'm not ready for it to end right now. So they get back in the car. And they gonna start talking it up, chatting it up. I was like, yes, there we go, there we go. So later that night, Deja slips into the girls' room, and Tess and Annie both up. They like, hey, what you doing here? What you want? And she said, well, I just want to know who run this house. Is it Beth or Randall? Like, who making the rules up in here? Tess said they both do, but Mama for real. Who runs the world, girls? Who runs the world? So Tess tell her, look, if you get in trouble, the most they probably gonna do is talk to you about it to Kingdom Come. You're gonna hear about it almost every day, but at the most part, you probably get your iPad privileges taken away. She's like, your iPad privileges? What the heck is that? She said, you know, you can't use your iPad. I said, wait a minute, girl, we got iPads up in here. We got real iPads. I don't think Deja ever had one of those, so you know that was kind of like exciting for her. And then we see William. William is like one of the most loved characters on this show. We get to see him make appearances. Warms my soul. Well, anyway, William is trying to sneak out of the house, and little Annie catches him. She's like, "Hey, where you going?" He's like, "You know, it's just too quiet here. I need noise where I'm at. I'm used to being in my own bed." She's like, "Look, if you scared, you know, I understand." He's like, "No, I ain't scared." But she ended up convincing him to stay, and William is like, "This house is crazy as I don't know what." We go back to Deja, and she pretty much repeats the same line because Annie is sold on her hook, line, and sinker at this point. So she invites Deja to go ahead and stay in their room with them. She's like, go ahead and chill on the chair, you know what I'm saying? At first, you know, Deja blows it off, but then she quickly changes her mind. Like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and go on stay here with y'all. You know, it ain't like I'm scared though. It's just because my bed all squishy and stuff. So technically speaking, it's a good night, you know, after all, in the Pearson household. So we're back on set, and Kevin is given instruction to treat Stallone like he's his father, and he has to save him because he may die out there. And while he's on the set, they're running through the trenches. It's like a war scene, and memories of his dad is just flooding him back again. And he's leaping over an opening, and he lands on that dang on knee that he busted up as a kid. I was like, oh, is that the ACL? It like he tore it. Oh my goodness, he just jacked up. Well, back at the day, Jack and Becca, they finally talk and they communicating. They laugh and enjoying each other's company. And I'm like, finally, they're opening up to each other again. Well, Randall and Beth, they get Deja's file. They learn that Deja's mama ain't coming back, like no time soon. So they sit down with Deja, and she first apologizes to Beth for calling her the B word and tell her, look, the cigarettes, they not mine. They my mama's, and I was holding on to them for when she got back. And you know, young kids do that. Like, there was a situation that happened with my daughter. Her daddy bought her this pumpkin for Halloween, and he's supposed to come back to help her carve it. And she would not let me throw that doggone pumpkin away. Days, weeks, months passed. It was rotted. We had ants, we had gnats until they was gone. That even they stopped coming around for a while, and he just did not come back. And she was holding on hope. She had excuses that he went to work. She had all kind of excuses for him. And that hope that the little kid has, they feel, you don't want to crush that, but you gotta like eventually tell them the truth. Thinking his dad went to jail around that time, so it was like some years before she saw him again. But in this case, so Deja, same situation. Her mom is going to jail. Whatever she did, she ain't gonna be gone for a while. But Randall basically tells her, look, I see myself in you. He lets her know about him being a foster kid or adopted child. He was adopted the day he was born, so he grew up with this one family while he was looking for his other family, and he finally met his dad like a year ago. But he said he always felt like he was split apart, but he turned out okay. And he's like, you know, since I see myself in you, I know that you're going to turn out okay. And that gives Deja a bit of comfort. You know what I'm saying? But then he got to tell her, baby girl, your mama may not be back for a while. And Deja's like, wait, what? No, she coming back. She does this all the time. She does whatever she do. She get caught. And then she come back and get me. And he was like, yeah, but this time it's a little bit more serious, you know. She ain't going to be back for a minute. Deja's just like, I ain't trying to hear that. She takes a picture that Randall was showing her of the family, smashes on the ground, and she bolts up out the room. Beth raises up, and she's about to go after her, and Randall's like, "Nah, she need our space. Let's let her have this one for right now, right?" So Becca and Jack, like I say, they run around off their date, they laughing again, and they see a little stray dog just run up on their little burgers that they had. And I guess they're gonna end up taking that dog home. I guess that's what's gonna happen. So back with Kevin and Kate. Kev calls Kate to apologize for how he treated her on the set and lets her know that he bashed up his knee again. And Kate is like, "Look, you gotta take care of that. You know, gotta be careful, yada yada this, yada yada that." And he's like, "Girl, I'm the one that's the actor. Why you being so doggone dramatic all the time?" But before she gets off the phone, he tells her, "Look, you know what? I'm not ready to talk about Dad yet." She's like, "Okay, it's okay. Whenever you're ready, maybe later, I'm here." Then they hang up the phone. So then they pan over to the urn. Kate has the urn of Jack's ashes. I didn't know that at first. They turn on the urn and she's like, "He just like you." I was like, "Okay." We go back to Kevin and we see him popping pills. I was like, "Oh, damn." Like he had that when he was in high school, the accident with his knee. So he just re-injured it, but he got some pills that he popping. And when she said it, "He just like you," I'm like, "Oh my God, Kev's gonna have a drug addiction like his father had an alcohol addiction." I'm not ready for that. Oh God, I'm not ready for that. Especially, Randall ain't gonna be ready, especially knowing his mom and daddy had drug addictions. That's it, y'all. That's the end of This Is Us. Again, it's season 2, episode 3, Deja Vu. I want y'all to drop all your comments about the show and the episode in the comment section. If I left out anything, please let me know what I left out. If I got something wrong, go ahead and feel free to let me know that too. And we will see you again next week for This Is Us. So thank y'all again. Peace.